Resident directors at the University of Oklahoma are graduate students. They are usually with us for 2 years, and during that time they work both within our residence halls and on collateral projects throughout our department. We have 8 who live in our residence halls, we have 5 who live in our apartments, and we have another 7 who do different administrative duties from the RA training class to our student leaders.
Hi, I'm Ben Beckley and I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I'm an RD with HCSA. At OU, it seemed like they had more of a family atmosphere within the department, whereas other schools I had looked at, it seemed like everybody just did their job, and at the end of the day, they just went home. At OU, it's so much more than that.
We're a tight-knit family of residents, of RAs, of RDs, and of full-time staff members, and everybody really wants the best for each other.
Why OU? I think it's just that there's so much pride from not only the student body, but also from all the faculty and staff that work here and live here in Norman. Really seeing that energy every single day when you come onto campus, when you're working and interacting with all those students, it's something that you really can't get anywhere else. And for me, that was what I really looked for when I decided to come here.
The resident advisors, I'd never thought I'd build such a community and a relationship with these students that I tend to interact with at least 5 days a week. The fact that they can come to me and talk about their personal issues, or I can actually, treat them more as a peer than, an employee, is what actually just overtook me within the first couple months.
I think on the normal day in Couch, how it's supposed to go is very like, Lena, how is programming going? Did you turn in your PO yet? And
Of course I did.
Couch is a very bubbly atmosphere, and so it's like, hey Lena, how are you? Did you turn in your PO?
So great, I totally did a week ago.
I'm totally excited to go to your program.
Yay!
And that's not even like exaggeration, like
That's real life.
That's real life.
Actually, normally there would be a hug involved too.
There's a lot of diversity here, and it's not just, let's choose the one Asian American student we have and the one African American student we have and put them on a poster, but diversity is something that is truly celebrated in housing and food. It's a part of the RA's programming model, and it's evident in the staff.
In spiritual beliefs, in philosophies of education, different majors. We got HR, we got athletics, we got student affairs. So really kind of our own little melting pot.
My experience being a resident director and also taking classes at night have been very rewarding due to the fact of all the support that I have. There are people that you can just go talk to about a certain course, about a certain professor. A lot of people have been in your shoes before, and a lot of your counterparts and a lot of people who you work with and then your supervisors have already took up on this role and already obtained some of their degrees in adult and higher education. So it makes it a lot easier and comforting to know that.
One thing I noticed about the resident directors right off is that they really well assimilated the atmosphere of the University of Oklahoma with their roles as professionals. I imagined OU as this entire globe of community and atmosphere and tradition. I see the resident directors, and it's funny because they seem to exemplify all those things that OU represents.
After I graduate, I plan on going into the health professions field, and a lot of the experiences that I've had working in residence life have really prepared me for really any job that I plan to apply for.
I would just echo what Jackie says. We have experience in things like supervision, conflict crisis management, dealing with a very diverse population of students. In our particular community, we have everyone from sophomores to graduate students. We have married couples. We really kind of throw you in, and you should be equipped to handle any situation.
When you sign that wonderful contract that you get when you're offered the job, the wonderful perks that you get of being an RD, you get free room and board, which is really nice, and you get a furnished apartment, so you have furniture there. That's always a benefit. You get free food, nice meal plan, and here at OU, the options are endless, seriously. And then as well as that, you also get a wonderful tuition waiver, which makes going to school a lot easier.
Pie. The best part of this job is the access to pie that we have in Couch Restaurants. And let me tell you what, when you become a resident director at the University of Oklahoma, get the peanut butter shredder. You will not regret it. Even if you're allergic to peanut butter, just eat it. It's the best part of this job. And friends.
I think the biggest thing someone should know when they're applying for our Residence Life program is that it really is full days. It's a lot of work, but it never seems like it because we have so much fun in everything we do.
Honestly, I think the best perk of being an RD would be just the interaction, the continuous interaction with students. We get to see them come into the RA class. They're aspiring student leaders. You know, we kick them out, they graduate to the job, then they go and they do wonderful things for the world. And I think watching that growth, that transition, that development, I think is probably the most rewarding part of being a part of this.
When I say that one day is different from the next, I mean that one day you're dealing with the RAs and ensuring to help them with their development and helping them as an RA and as a student, and if there's any family issues going on. And then the next day it could be totally dealing with helicopter parents or dealing with resident issues or roommate mediation. But every day is so different, but every day is a challenge, and so that's one of the wonderful opportunities of working in residence life, and specifically the OU residence life. It's a wonderful environment to be in. Funny because when I talk on camera, I know that I talk different than I do in real life. I think I try to control the accent a little bit.
I don't know how this is working. I usually drink a pot of coffee before 8 a.m.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say?
No, sir.
Blah, blah, blah. I still don't like it. I don't know. I just don't. Yeah? You want to keep it?
Oh, you're rolling?
Come to OU, baby.
Are we recording?
7 all my love for you.
Well, this summer I went to NACUR, our National Housing Conference, and it was a lot of fun. We did a presentation and won some awards. And then I went home and worked on NRHH stuff pretty much all summer. But other than that, that's pretty much my summer. Oh, are you on duty?
Hi, this is Erica, Couch RD on duty. How can I help you? What's going on? Walker again? Okay, I'll be there in a second.